In ADT 531, you'll have the opportunity to complete a series of Maker Journal assignments, which are really a time for you to get hands-on with the ideas and topics that are related to this course, and how those tools can support computational thinking, constructivist pedagogy, and learning. There's 3 journals. The first, you will pick something out of the field of computer science or fabrication. The second journal, you will do something with robotics or physical computing. And finally, journal 3 is a little bit more future looking, drones, AR, VR, or kind of looking at the next wave of technologies that are coming into classrooms. With these journals, you will be spending, probably 8 to 10 hours of time with the process of learning the tool, of getting hands-on, and then you'll be spending probably 2 to 3 hours to craft and polish the actual blog post that it will become. Below here are the instructions for the content and for the kind of writing that you will want to do in the blog post itself. And then also there's the assessment for each Maker Journal. I've given you 4 examples. I do want to point out that slight elements of the assignment have changed, but hopefully these will give you a flavor of the kind of things that you could do. So this first one was from Mary Chase. She's a high school social studies teacher, and she decided to get hands-on with the computer science and the coding through Scratch. So you can scroll through and kind of see the nature of her post with screenshots of what she was working on, her reflections, and how it connected to the topics. The next one was Amy did a post around how to bring Google Cardboard and Google Expeditions, augmented virtual reality, into her practice. And so you can see, again, some of her screenshots and how she connected it to the various ideas from the course. Abby, on the other hand, decided to, with one of her Maker Journals, to go out and visit a public makerspace to look at the kind of ways that these ideas were being incorporated in that. And again, you can read through her post and get a sense of the kind of experience she had and how she connected it. And then finally, Crystal decided to look at augmented reality sandboxes, which, if you haven't seen, are a really amazing way to build and help kids understand geography. So she decided to focus in on that and spoke with another educator, and you can kind of see the way she put hers together. What I would encourage you to do is when you are starting to create the actual blog post is begin in Google Docs. Remember, you're going to want to use your various headings. Those carry over into the headings that make the content accessible for screen readers. You'll create your post, your rich hyperlinks, use that variety of headings to sort of help outline the piece, your reflection, your references, and then what I would encourage you to do is in the Google Doc version to post your photos with what the caption will be and then also what your alt text will be, so that when you go in to decide how those visually look good on your page, you'll have all that content ready to go. You can see this is the Google Doc version of it. Up at the top, I've given you the link to the what it looks like as a final project when I published it. So the first Maker Journal for this fall, we're going to break into a series of pieces so that you do the first draft in Google Docs, then you do a peer review, and then you do a publish. The other ones we'll have a slightly different workflow. Each time you submit a Maker Journal, I will have you paste your link up here, and then talk about how this Maker Journal aligns to the goals you identified in week 4 with your goals and self-assessment assignment. And then where the yellow is, you will select the point value that corresponds to what you feel you've achieved with your Maker Journal. And then likewise, I will also go through to give you feedback once submitted. So hopefully this helps give some overview of the Maker Journal assignment, and as always, reach out with questions.